Hiya folks, Greg from the Countryman's Diary here. I'm sat here and I'm looking at some IR torches I've got on review. One I own, one's on long-term review, and one actually came with some other kit we're going to look at shortly. But we'll start with the one I own. Now this came with my X-Sight. And this is ATN's B1. It weighs 190 grams, it's 14 centimeters long, and it's around the 83 pounds mark. Now, it's got inverted batteries, the positives at the back, and it doesn't take a normal battery. They have to be a little awkward in America. It takes these, which is the CR123As. So what we have a tendency of doing is sticking them in the wrong way when not in use, and then we just turn it the right way when we do need it. It comes with its own little mount, which is for Weaver, complete with a sprung-loaded bolt for doing up, a nice little thumb screw on it. Adjustment keys here and here for elevation and windage when it's on the sight, and it zooms in and out by this mirrored collar. It's got a green light on the back to show you the batteries are in, and it's simple, just both buttons at the same time click for on and off, and it's got 4 brightness settings, so I'll cast it on the t-shirt. Down to there, that's full brightness settings, and if I adjust the colour, you'll see it's created more of a perfect spot. So you get a wide field of view, and then a tighter field of view. 2 seconds is off. Now, it's a lot of money, and they have to be shipped from America. Even though it's made in China, it comes from America. So unless you've got a good mate in America that can ship them over cheap, it's still lacking for the price wise. And the next one we have, everybody knows this torch's big brother, the Nightmaster 800. This is the 400. This was sent on long-term review by our good friend Tony at Nightmaster. And it's a cracking little torch. Nightmaster is the one with the big glow-in-the-dark green button. You just see that if I cover it from the light. It glows, only slightly, but it's enough. Now this one also has a focusable head on it, but it's held on with an O-ring. The 3 brightness controls: low, medium and high. And the high is excellent on this, and it's focusable. In one of my other videos, the Nightmaster and Night Sight test, you'll actually see the grid for the LED in this actually focused onto the grass bank I was aiming at. That's how good the lens is in this torch. It weighs in 186 grams, so it's 4 grams lighter than the V1, and it's 13.5 centimeters, so it's 5 mil shorter. Doesn't look much when you compare the two. It's all weight saving and equipment, and that one will set you back. The Nightmaster 400, it retails for around 60 quid, but you get everything complete, and it runs off big batteries like this. They're like a jumbo AA, and they're 3600 milliamps without a memory, which means you can recharge them over and over and over, and they're fabulous. I've got several of those. Now we've got another torch on test. Some people will automatically recognise this. This is the T20. A very, very good torch. Very similar design to the Master. It's got more of a pronounced dome, and the LED inside isn't a flat chip, it's got a slight dome in it as well. And this one has the 3 brightness settings, as you can see. But what it also has is a ton and a half on the collar. We end up with a spot for long range. And this one just has a simple black pressure switch in. This one is 215 grams, so it's the heaviest out of them, and it's 14.8 centimeters, so it's the longest. And these are all measured, not just by me with a ruler, but me with proper measuring device. This one's accurate. I measure my pellets on this one. Now, as you've already seen, the Xite one comes pre-built with a mount on it. Yeah, just unscrews on this narrow collar here. So how do you mount these two? Good question. Well, on my old torch here is one way. It's a scope mount with a Weaver base in it. But you might be able to see it in there. There is a slight collar in there. Now, I was chatting to Tony at Night Master. I said, look, I've got a problem with these torches. Because they're so lovely and thin, they keep sliding out these mounts. He said, I've got a perfect thing for you. So he sent me this down, which goes in here. Now this is an adjustable mount with a Weaver base, and you've got up and down, as well as windage left and right on this one. And it's a simple case of 2 clicks and it opens like that. You put this little collar piece in, put the torch in on top, close the lid, do up this little screw on the side, and that's it, good to go. And because you've got elevation and windage adjustments, you can actually zero the light in for where you're shooting. So say you're after foxes 100 yards, you can zero it for 100 yards, 150 yards, whatever you want. Air rifle 25 yards, rimfire 50 yards, and then you know where your light crosses your crosshairs, you know that is roughly where your zero range is going to be. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to test all 3 of these out on this. This is the MVUK Infinity, and what you got is a very nice camera with a detachable pistol grip, Weaver block set in the top. I've added Velcro for the sole reason the battery pack is a pain in the ass in your pocket. It's only got a short length of wire, so all I do is I put the battery on there. Your options on the back, all the wiring is on there, and what I've done is add what's known as a fishing coaster for the focus, and you've got a very nice TFT screen on the back. So what I'll do is when I get 2 seconds, and it's a little bit darker in the evenings, we're now midway through August, so it should be getting darker soon, is I'll get all 3 torches up on here, and we'll go out and do some good old-fashioned range work with them. The T20 I forgot to add retails for about 27 quid, so it's a lot cheaper than the other 2. But the interesting facts here, so I've just called up my big list. You've got unzoomed and zoomed on all these tests. So over the low, the Night Master was in the middle with 3,500 lumens. The T20 just over 1,000, and the B1 7,200 lumens. You then zoom it, which is the focus, where that nice little dot is, and you get 12,000 for the T20, 13,000 on low for the Night Master, and 6,000, would you believe, for the B1. I had a lumens checker on my phone and I triple checked all this. You wouldn't believe it. Right, on medium beam intensity, for the T20 zoomed in 2080 and for zoomed out 25,000. A really bright torch. That's the equivalent of a car headlight nearly. For the Night Master, 7,100 zoomed in and 38,600 zoomed out. And for the V1, 7,100 again zoomed in and 38,000 zoomed out. So at the moment the B1 from ATN is keeping up with the Night Master and the T20 is slowly lacking. But this is where it gets interesting. High beam. The T20 2,800 on zoom. Only a little bit more than the medium. But on high, 58,753 lumens. Now the Night Master on high zoomed in 21,000, zoomed out 58,753 lumens, which is almost the equivalent of having a bright sunny day outside. It's incredibly bright. Those two are both the same. Now on high beam on the B1, which is the ATN site, 18,500 zoomed in and 58,753 zoomed out. So all torches on high setting had exactly the same output zoomed out. But the B1 has got another setting. On zoomed in, 54,500 and zoomed out, still only 58,753. So take your pick, they're all roughly the same. But if you want constant brightness, the Night Master is going to be your thing. If you want something that's more dependable for brightness over all four levels, you've got the B1. And if you're on a budget but you want something that's still going to kick out and keep up with all these torches, it's just under 1,000 on low. It's 13,000 lumens less on medium than the Night Master, but exactly the same on high. You couldn't make this up, this is how it played out. You got the T20. So all in all, 3 very good torches for all different budgets. And don't forget, we'll catch you on the flip side with the MV UK Infinity. Why they can come up with a simpler name like Watch It and See. This does a cracking job. I've been watching animals at play, foxes, badgers, deer, at nearly 200 yards with this, with both the T20 and the Night Master on it. And even daytime, I carry it around in the truck in my light box, and it's handy if you just want to sit and flip it on. It's got a tripod mount on the bottom of here. Tripod out the window, bung that down, tilt the screen back slightly, and you just sit and watch the bunny rabbits play, and it's fantastic because you only need to shoot when you do them, so you don't have to keep looking for your scope. You just got a perfect camera and a perfect little image of this lovely little TFT screen. Right, that's me sorted, and I shall catch you later, folks. Thanks for watching. Bye.